Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's George, and today we are going to do a baseball team tier list. So, let's see how we're going to organize every single team. We are going to start off with the so-called Yankees. Now, the Yankees, I am going to put them in C tier. Yankees have an okay team. They have like Aaron Judge, Gary Sanchez, all those good players. But honestly, they've kind of been bad so far. Not the best team in the AL East. So I'm just gonna keep them in C tier for now. If you got a problem with that, you can put in the comments, but I probably won't read it because I really don't care about your opinions. So, next we got the Seattle Mariners. I am going to put the Seattle Mariners on B tier, above the Yankees, even though they're way worse, just because they've been doing crazy good so far. I know normally they wouldn't actually be this high on the list. Normally you'd probably put them in D tier, but somehow they're keeping up with teams as good as the Dodgers, so I'm just impressed. Next we got the Rays. Now, it is true that I really like Randy Arozarena, but I have to put it into B tier. I mean, the Rays are okay, but I mean, I wouldn't put them that high if I'm being honest. I think B tier is a solid place to put the Rays and above the Mariners, because next we got the Toronto Blue Jays. I ain't gonna put the Toronto Blue Jays in A tier because I might have a little bias because I kind of love the Toronto Blue Jays, but that's me. I mean, my family's kind of from Toronto, so I have to put the Blue Jays high. And they got some really nice players, too. Next, we got the Miami Marlins. And I like the Miami Marlins, but I mean, if we're being honest, they're not much. I'm going to put them in C tier because I think they can be quite good. They're not the best team at the moment, but I think they can get a lot better. Next, we got the Cardinals. Cardinals are a very unpredictable team, and I'm going to keep them in C tier because I don't know where else to put them. Sometimes they're really incredible, sometimes they're just trash. I think C tier is the best place to put them. Next, we got the Houston Astros. Now, they're cheaters. And I know they're not cheating anymore, and they have a really good lineup, but I don't care. I'll always see them as cheaters, and I don't know where else to put them. So, yeah, I'm sorry if the Houston Astros is your favorite team, and I understand if it's your favorite team, but come on, they're the Houston Astros. Next, we got the Braves. Now, I'm putting the Braves in B tier because A tier, A tier. I have to respect the A tier. They got Acuna, and I kind of love Acuna. So, A tier is a solid spot for the Braves, but not as high as the Blue Jays because, I don't know, they're the Blue Jays. And Orioles go down to D tier. The only thing that Orioles did so far this season that was worthwhile was probably sweeping the Red Sox at the beginning. But other than that, nothing good. Cleveland Indians are a big C, so they naturally go in the C category because the Indians, they're okay, but I mean, I wouldn't put them that high if I'm being honest. And I'm sorry if Cleveland Indians are your favorite team. That sucks because I don't really like them all that much. And next we got the Colorado Rockies, which are D tier, because they put a threat on my favorite team, the D-backs. So Rockies go in D tier, and yeah, they kind of suck. Along with the Detroit Tigers, because they're the Detroit Tigers. They're kind of terrible now. And yeah, that's the way I think. Kansas City Royals, I'm going to put them in C tier because I have to be a little kind. I don't really like the Kansas City Royals all that much. But, I mean, they're an okay team. I understand if you like them. Next, we got the Brew Crew, the Milwaukee Brewers. And I'm going to put the Brewers at C tier just because they sweeped the Padres. One of the most surprising things Yes, I'm gonna actually put them at the top of C tier. Next, we got the Angels, and Mike Trout is probably incredible, so I'm gonna naturally put it in B tier, cause yeah, I like the Angels. They're a nice team. The A isn't as pretty as the D-backs A, but you know what you gonna do, really. Next, we got the Oakland A's, and I'm gonna put the Oakland A's on 8 B tier. Oakland A's are okay. I mean, I wouldn't say they're really, really good, but I wouldn't say they're really, really bad. They're just in the middle, really. So, I'm going to stick the Oakland A's in B tier. Next, we got the Phillies, and they got Bryce Harper. And I'm going to make that cause them to go into B tier. I don't really know the standings for the NL East right now, but I know the Braves, the Phillies, the Mets have all been playing great so far. And I guess the Nats and the Reds, the Nats and the other team has also been quite good. Miami Marlins, probably the worst of the five right now, but I won't say they're too bad. They're already down there. Pittsburgh Pirates, I am going to put into C tier because they're not as bad as I actually predicted them to be at the beginning. They're still pretty bad, but they've been doing solid effort. And next, we got the San Diego Padres. Now, I'm going to put them in S tier. And I know they're not the best of the best. They're third in the league and soon to be fourth because I know the D-backs are going to pass them. They got a stacked lineup. They got Tatis, they got Manny Machado, they got Yu Darvish. But honestly, yeah, I think they should be in S tier. I think they just got a little unlucky staying a little bad so far, but they've still been incredible. And Fernando Tatis Jr. has just been phenomenal so far this year. Next, we got the Texas Rangers, and I'm putting them in D tier. Because if you are a Texas fan, usually you like the Astros. They're cheaters, so I kind of like the Rangers more. But I wouldn't say I hate the Astros. They're kind of meh, if I'm being honest. Just like that emoji in the Emoji Movie, if you've seen it. If you haven't, then probably don't. Next, we got the Red Sox, and I'm going to put the Red Sox in B tier. They have an okay lineup. They've been pretty good so far this year, but I think most of that's luck. I want to put them low. I'm going to put them right behind the Angels. I think they've been doing okay. Next, we got the Dodgers, and I'm putting them in S tier. They got a stacked lineup, including Mookie Betts, probably my favorite player on that team. And the Dodgers are kind of cool, so I'm going to keep the Dodgers up there in S tier along with the San Diego Padres. Even though I don't like either of the teams all that much, I gotta respect the game. Next, we got the Giants. I'm putting them in A tier just because they actually have been doing incredibly good so far this year, keeping up with the Dodgers. I think they actually passed the Dodgers somehow. And yeah, I think the Giants are pretty good. I know a guy called Alex, and he likes the Giants, so I gotta put some respect on that name. Next, we got the Mets, and that's another A tier team because the Mets got Jacob deGrom pitching, and they got Francisco Lindor batting, and with just those two players by themselves already make the Mets pretty good. And yeah, I'm going to keep them in A tier for now. Next, we got the White Sox, and I'm going to put the White Sox in B tier. White Sox are probably a really Met team right now. The White Sox haven't been doing overly bad, but they actually haven't been doing overly good either. So I'm just going to be putting them in B tier for now. Maybe I'll do a tier list in the future for like 2022, but I really don't know. I'm going to keep the White Sox right there for now. Next, we got the Twinkies, the Legends, and they're going in C tier. I'm going to put them in front of the Royals, but behind the Indians, because the Twins, they're okay. I like the Twins, but I wouldn't say they've been doing all that good so far this year. They have been losing some games that I really don't think they should have. But that's me. And the Cubs are a solid C, and I'm going to put them at the top because I don't think I can. There we go. They're at the top because they're the Cubs. I mean, I never hated the Cubs. And I know a guy called Todd who really likes the Cubs, so I gotta respect the Cubs a little bit. And they've probably been the most inconsistent team in the entire MLB. Winning by 10 runs and then losing by 10 runs. You can never know what happens when it comes to the Cubs. Next, we got the Cincinnati Reds, and I'm going to put them in C tier because it's a giant C. And also because, I don't know, the Reds aren't all that good. I wouldn't say they're bad. Probably one of my favorite teams from the NL Central, but I wouldn't put them high. I would never put them high. Next, we got the Nats. And the Nats are... I'm going to put them B tier just because they do have Juan Soto, probably my favorite batter from that team. He's my favorite batter because he's just one of the best batters, just pure hitters in the entire MLB right now. And they do got some other good players, but I think Juan Soto's the one we're all looking at right now. Next, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks, and I would put it in S tier, just at the top of it all, but I have to be a little honest and not completely biased. So I'll put them in A tier for Arizona, because where else would I put them? So Arizona is staying in A tier, and that is my entire list. Wait, I gotta put the D-backs at the top of the A tier. I know this is not actually true. They're not all that good. They're 4th in the NL West, but they're close to the Padres. Yeah, I know you might hate me for this, but the D-backs are going into A tier above a lot of teams that are probably better than them. And that is my entire tier list. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I will be uploading other videos like this in the future. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and watch any new videos that I will be uploading later. I do think most of this channel is just going to be about baseball. So if you're into that, keep watching, stay tuned, and yeah, bye.